Good morning, my Colorado friends. Randy Flood here. Today is Thursday, June the 24th, and we really have a mixed bag of news today. On durable goods, it was actually down negative 1.1%, which was less than what was anticipated. So that is good news. However, if you take out the aircraft portion of it, which increased by 0.9%, it was really pretty weak. Now, yesterday the 5-year auction was really terrible. Very little demand, and there's really big concerns as far as today's 7-year auction. Some analysts believes that it'll have strong demand. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, the rates go down category. New home sales plummeted 33%. That is the lowest on record. As I mentioned, durable goods, still not very good. Mixed bag, as I mentioned here. Jobless claims, 246,000 people, or 475,000 people filed new claims. So it just shows that we're still having problems with unemployment. And based upon this information, the Dow is actually down this morning. It was down about 100 points as I started this. Now, we're not going to be able to have a recovery if, with a weak housing recovery, or with weak housing, and also the manufacturing. If we're not producing jobs and the housing market's not recovering, we're going to have a long haul. Here's what's happening in the market right now. We're actually down 40 basis points. It started up higher, this morning, so I think they're anticipating the 7-year auction not going well. Now, overall, we're doing still really well. If you take a look here, there'd be an imaginary line, and we're going to have to come down and touch this line. And I think this right now is a healthy correction, and it may actually come down a little bit further. But that is positive, and this is also very normal. And as I go through here, you can once again see this upward trend line, and this is a great rally. Now, in summary, mortgage rates are at all-time record lows. I'm 58 years old, and I've never seen them this low before. As I mentioned before, the GDP was terrible, and even when you exclude the transportation, it was also still very weak. Yesterday's 5-year auction was really bad, but people are positive about the 7-year. I'm not necessarily that positive, because as you go out further in the terms, there's a lot more risk. Now, the Dow is presently selling off on today's news. Technically, the market looks like it's overbought, and we could correct depending upon what the 7-year auctions are. And I think this is also a healthy correction, and also very normal. Now, the thought of the day: your mind is a powerful tractor beam. Written goals activate the beam and tune in the coordinates. Now, I'm not necessarily a Star Trek fan or a techie, but when Scotty kept on saying, beam me up, and what would happen is you got to know where you're going to be beamed up from, and you need to have written goals, and that's going to be able to activate your game plan and your future. So you have to be able to have things written down. I know it's there's one saying, if it isn't written down, it's only a pipe dream or a wish. So if you don't have your goals written down or your plan written down, put it down in writing, so you can get what you really want. And as always, wanting only the best for you.